we come from a very homosexual era of hip hop as well.
You know enough about Jay Z and Beyonce and their past, then you know they've been accused of stealing more than a few times.
Quite honestly, I think that this is the kind of couple that will stay together because it's good for business.
Beyonce's true age, check. Yeah.
Well, what is her true age?
Miss Wendy Williams has been talking about, well, we dismissed her as being messy or just stirring the pot. I think it's time we revisit the warnings she gave us about Beyonce, Jay Z, and the whole entire circles.
You know, my thing about when you date a mogul is that it's really difficult to avoid them because if you use your head, you never know when they're going to pop up on the scene. Like he's mogul, like he can hire a plane right now, zoom it to South Africa, land on the roof of the hotel where she's staying, okay? Pay people off at the front desk, give me the key and let me up in her room. Like I'm already paranoid as a person. But to know that somebody could actually swoop down on me in the middle of nothing would scare the bejesus out of me.
Did we owe Wendy Williams an apology all along? Well, grab a seat because this story runs deeper than you think. In the meantime, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel as it helps us out a lot. I think we all owe Wendy Williams a huge apology because she has been warning us about people like the Carters. I mean, for instance, she boldly claimed that there was some kind of a power imbalance in Beyonce and Jay Z's relationship.
Jay Z and Beyonce were fighting at the sushi restaurant. Is what people are saying. Now, she could be saying, this sushi is so good. I mean, and she's been drinking. They were in a sushi restaurant in LA, and this is one picture, and then there's another picture where people are like, well, he does seem to be paying more attention to her than, or to his phone than her.
Wendy suggests that Jay's position as a mogul and power player gave him the upper hand in the relationship from the very beginning. I mean, think about it. Jay Z has been at the top of his game for decades, and with his connections, also dating a man with so much power is not always a good idea.
Just take a look.
Jay Z, call me, bro. You still ain't called me. Jay Z, I know you got killers. Please don't send them out my head. Just call me.
And seeing how his friend, even though he says they're not friends, Diddy has cheated his longtime partner Cassie, you can't help but to wonder if the same is going on in their relationship. I mean, birds of the same feathers, right?
The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had, at this point, more than 3,285 individuals contact us, people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs.
Even though Wendy didn't directly compare Jay Z to his close, but us as fans, it's not far-fetched for us to think that Jay Z might act the same way. Look at Diddy's treatment of Cassie, his longtime partner. I mean, they've been in a relationship that lasted over a decade and reportedly involved so much control and manipulation.
We've got some breaking news to get to. A civil lawsuit has been filed against Jay Z, saying the rapper raped a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. The suit alleges that Jay Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, raped the girl after the Video Music Awards alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The victim says she was invited to an after party after being spotted by a limo driver and was then assaulted by both rappers.
And the company you keep says a lot about who you are, so Wendy also didn't hold back when it came to Jay Z's history with much younger women. One name that Wendy brought up is Foxy Brown. Foxy was about 15 years old when she began working closely with Jay Z, and the two shared a professional relationship that raised eyebrows even back then. Wendy questioned why a man with Jay Z's industry power would choose to surround himself with women so much younger than him, and she actually believed that they had a romantic relationship.
When Foxy and Jay Z had
I'll Be. Yeah,
I'll Be?
That was a good one.
Okay, Foxy was the star of that. Jay Z was standing in the corner, wringing his hands, talking about, okay, all right, what do I do next? And then, you know, this was allegedly a romantical thing. It's all right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce. Allegedly.
And then there's a relationship between him and Beyonce, and while they're steady trying to convince us that they started dating when they were 19 years old, Wendy herself suggests that Jay's pattern of connecting with younger women wasn't a coincidence, and Beyonce might have been no exception. And a lot of people also believe that she was groomed by Jay Z, and then that they started dating when she was younger than that.
So there's a debate on the internet right now about if it's weird the ages Jay Z and Beyonce was when they actually met and started dating and stuff. Well, let's look at the facts. So they met in 1997. I don't know whether that's when they started dating. I think it is. Beyonce was around 15, 16 years old at that date. And then if we look at Jay Z was about 28 years old. So we're saying Beyonce was 15, 16 and Jay Z was 28. It's a bit weird, right? It's given like dodgy to me. I think especially because of the position of power Jay Z was in at that time compared to Beyonce, being like a young teenager who's like kind of new to the music industry. I feel like his position of power makes it more weird with the age difference. What do you guys think? It's just weird to me, I don't know.
And a lot of people believe that he has been trying to control Beyonce for years, and
I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. See, what's done in the dark will definitely come in the light. Hardly nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way.
Wendy didn't just focus on Jay Z only, but she had plenty to say about Beyonce's rise to fame and the cost that came with it. According to Wendy, Beyonce's rise wasn't all smooth sailing. In fact, Wendy claimed that Beyonce's success came at the expense of people close to her. Take Disney's Child, for example. Wendy suggests that Beyonce's path to stardom involved sidelining others to secure her spot in the spotlight. While the world sees Beyonce as an icon of empowerment, Wendy hinted that her treatment of those who worked with her might tell a different story.
You know enough about Jay Z and Beyonce and their past, then you know they've been accused of stealing more than a few times.
Beyonce and Jay Z former bodyguard speaks out.
To destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are, how you step on anybody to stay on the top. So remember, your relationship was a business relationship, financial, to get to the top, to become billionaires. There's no love there. See, what's done in the dark will definitely come in the light. Keep your threats up. I'm here today, and what I got to say, I'm gonna say it. So don't make idle threats to me. Cause see, I ain't Biggie. See, I ain't Beanie Siegels. I ain't Freeway. How you wrote all them off the minute they did for you to get you to the top. All them writing for you, and then the minute you get a little taste of success, you wrote them off. You just totally said, I don't know him. Say you don't know me. I dare you. I dare you. Remember, all the receipts, all the proof, the old school footage, I still have it. See, hardly nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way. Y'all wish it what you wish it to stay on top. But there's one thing about me, bro. I can't be bought. This is Uncle Ron. Just like I know how you got started, I can put my foot down and make it all go away. Promise you. You're playing with the wrong one now.
Now let's talk about the Carter's empire. Wendy was clear that Beyonce and Jay Z's image as a power couple isn't just love, it's a brand. But according to Wendy, that perfect image is carefully crafted to hide the cracks in their relationship. Rumors of infidelity, power struggles. Wendy wasn't afraid to suggest that there's more happening behind closed doors than what we have shown.
It's quite honestly, I think that this is the kind of couple that will stay together because it's good for business and because they don't want to disappoint us. They reportedly are trying to figure out a way to split without divorcing. In other words, a hood divorce.
And the effort that they put into projecting perfection might just be their way of keeping the cracks out of the public's eye. The Carters are masters of control over their careers, their image, and perhaps even their relationship. But as Wendy pointed out, cracks are hard to cover forever.
Jay Z being attacked in the elevator by Beyonce's sister Solange. It's leading on all the newscasts. Of course, it's a hot topic here, but it's amazing how the world has let go of everything else important and is talking about this. She is kicking his behind. And the security guard's trying to hold her back. Beyonce's next to Jay Z in the corner. And I know you've seen this footage before, and you know that Beyonce waited a long time before she stepped in between them. Yes, she almost kicked him in his area, but he caught it. This was at, as you might know by now, the after party to the Met Gala. It was at a place here in Manhattan called the Standard Hotel. The hotel is upset because the footage even got out, because this is supposed to be a place that caters to celebrities. But who falls for that? You know, of course.
Wendy Williams has been painted as messy, controversial, and even mean-spirited. But when you look back at warnings about Beyonce, Jay Z, and the industry, you have to ask, was she telling us the truth the whole time? From power imbalances to questionable behavior and cracks in their image, Wendy was unafraid to pull back the curtains. So was Wendy just stirring the pot, or did she see something that the rest of us didn't? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Maybe it's time we gave Wendy Williams the credit and the apology she deserves. Anyways guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And stay tuned and stay curious. Bye.
Just take a look.
Jay Z, call me, bro. You still ain't called me. Jay Z, I know you got killers. Please don't send them at my head. Just call me. Beyonce, I was hurt. Because I heard that you said you wouldn't perform unless you won Video of the Year over me and over How I Bling. Looking cool. Get ready to have a field day, press. Get ready, because the show's over.
Okay, first of all, this is fabulous news for Hot Topics.
Saw Jay-Z. And he was working with R. Kelly, and they were making so many records together. You know, they made all those records together. They both, Leah, they shared so much in common.